Happy Wednesday. Hi, Pen. Thank you for joining me tonight. Hope you have a great Wednesday. Let's wait for probably 1 more minute to see if anybody join us. Hi, Cheryl. Okay, well, thank you for joining me tonight, my two favorite ladies. Okay, so today I'm gonna show you, as I promised, I'm going to using the background die from that set to create this card. So today will be the last card I create from this set, Amber Autumn. So we did this on 2 weeks ago, and this was the open gate card. And then last week we had this Funfo card. So today I am doing my last series of this card. Okay, so this is the fall stamp set. I like about it because it has the, the classic fall image, pumpkin, leaves, and pine cone. And they have a great sentiment in two different fonts. So it's kind of great to go with this kind of card. And also this time, they have the die, which is this one, to cut out the background. So today I'm using this to show you how to make a card from this die. Okay, and move everything away. And this is an Easel card, so it has a shaker inside. I hope you can see, through the camera like that. And this is the Easel card. Yeah, I did, Cheryl. If you go to my website, you should be able to see the instruction. I have the measurement, and the instruction will be just the video replay. So here we are. So this is a shaker card. Okay, so I'm gonna get started. Sorry, I couldn't read the message and also talk at the same time. Okay. So I think I already showed you. I don't know if you noticed that I'm using the same designer series paper and the same ink color and everything. So for these three cards, so I just want to show you, if you only have very limited ink color or like supplies, you still can use them, to create like awesome cards. Okay, so still the same gathering together designer series paper. If you haven't seen that before, this one has the gold accent in it, and the 3-page is like the leaf, and this one just has the brownish. This one add the green and yellow, and this one, the background color is the badge, and the other three just like some basic color. And the other side of paper is just the regular paper. They are solid, full color, so you can use them to make a lot of a good project. Okay, so with today's project, I picked the card base us. Early espresso. So I'm cutting this in half. It's 5.5 here. Okay, I'm just going to put on here. So, okay. And I'm going to score this at 4.25, which will be half. So this will be a card base. Okay. So now on the open side here, I'm gonna to mark at 2. No, I mark at 2.5. So I just kind of mark it. Okay. And I'm gonna to kind of turn this. This is the place we mark. And here is the half, the place we fold. So you're just gonna to score here. Okay. So now your card base is like that, but also has this. So this is how you create your easel card. Okay. So when you can adjust how deep you want your easel piece to be. If you want them kind of sit down, like more tilted, you can score higher. So the angle will be more slight this way. I don't know how to explain that, but hi, Candy. So this is our card base. Then I am gonna to cut the crushed curried at 5.25 by 4. Okay. This will be the second layer of here. And then I'm gonna to cut the designer series paper at the same size, will be 5.5 by 4. And I picked this one because this background has a little bit pattern and has a little bit gold, but it won't take away its busy div like background. So that's the reason I choose this one. I am gonna to cut this at 4 by 5.25. Okay. So those two are the same size. And then I'm having another white piece. I'm going to cut to 5.25 to 4. Okay, so now you have these all 3 pieces. They are the same. Very important things. And then you have this window sheet. And like I said, you can get this from Stampin' Up website. It's $5 for 2 12 by 12 sheet. Or you can use, they have one come with the stamp set, so if you can reuse them if you want to. I cut them to the same size, 5.25 by 4. Okay, so now we have everything we need. So all these 4 pieces, they are the same size. Okay, and the things I talked to Cheryl asked last time, and I just think I want to show you. This is the watercolor paper, and the pack, you have 5 pieces of them, and these are, I really don't know, 6 by 9 the size. And you can tell they are much, much thicker if you see from the side. Like, I would say it has heavier puntage, but you can see the texture is, I think the way they do that so they can absorb the water faster so it won't get smudged. And so today I'm trying this. Only thing about this is I feel like for the detail image, I couldn't stamp them very, very well. So that's the only thing. If you have a stamp radius, then you can make sure, you know, you will make sure you stamp in the same place over and over. Then I would suggest you use that. But today, since I'm showing you, and also that is not available for people to buy, so I'm just going to show you. Since we color it, I feel like if the image is not perfect and still okay. So I'm just gonna to stamp like that. Okay, well, this one is not too bad, but because I press really, really, really hard. Okay, so I'm just gonna to cut this in the small, and I'm going to cut this. Out. Like that. Okay. And then I am using this die to cut a crumb cake, crushed curry, like that. And I make sure they put in the middle because you can see it's very detailed. So I won't go through the machine. And I feel like probably 4 times, like you going back and forth, then you will have a good result. Okay, you can hear my machine, huh? It's really, really loud. Okay. I hope this do the tricks. So we cut this, and you can tell the watercolor paper is a little bit off-white. So you turn around before you remove the die, and it looks really, really good. So I'm just gonna to remove it gently, and it just has takes some time to remove all the pieces. I think some of them still not cut very well. I should move my die when I go through the machine 4 times. Sometimes, you know, in your machine they have a different tension, you know, especially on the edge. I feel like it has a bigger tension, so usually can cut image better. So if you have that issue, so you just move your die around your cutting plate. Okay, so I'm just see here did not cut very well. Okay, let's see. I'm just remove what I can first, and see how we can save it. Yeah, I think Cheryl probably is right using the wax paper, because I feel like it did not go through. Okay, so let me see if I can Usually you do that, you can push back to where they were. Okay, let me try again. Okay, otherwise I just need to use another piece of paper to do again. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, I think this time is much better. So yeah, so if something happened to you, you can still save it. So you just make sure you press your paper to where you were like originally and just run through the machine. Okay, so move this away from my working space. Okay, so I'm gonna to flip this around and I'm going to use the glue. Okay, so this is a perfect time to use that glue. I know some of you has those glue gun. You can, the glue come out, it's just so fine tip and very precise. I think that will be perfect to use for this project. Okay, I'm not going through the whole thing, but just like some major thing. Okay, like that. So our window sheet, I'm just gonna to put it down like that. Okay, you press it and the glue should like expand, so you know where you have the glue and where you don't. Okay, like that. Okay, so now you are using the adhesive foam strip. So we are going to build a wall around it. So you can cut this into the length you want. So that's the reason I leave this, like I would say probably 1/8 quarter width. Okay, then this I use the longer one. Pen, I know. I just think, you know, I already poke out so many, you know, things between the image. If I can save that piece, I will try to save it. But anyway, I'm glad it's worked out well. If not, then I will just have to cut another piece of paper like you said. So you just need to make sure there is no space between your wall, because you will put some sequins in the center, right? If you have any gap in between, they will fall out. So we don't want that. Okay, I don't know, this one is too long, but then I just connect it like that. Okay, and now it's here, so I'm just gonna to cut in here. Okay, so this we can just put back for next time use. So in here I just push in, so there's no gap in between, even though they will be tiny bitty. Okay, like that. Okay, so now we can put our things inside. I know there's a lot of loose element available, but this is my favorite because this color is kind of is that how you call that, iridescent, and it's just pick up every color, and I don't think it will not fight with every color, but also pick up the color you have anyway. So this is my new favorite. So I feel like they can be all kind of project. They all go well. So it doesn't matter what kind of project you are doing. So I'm just putting this in here. Okay. Let me see. What did Beverly say? You cut designer along using the one on the sticker sheet, or Fogo use the glue. I think, you know, you can use the sticker sheet. You just cut from that. I think you need to peel the sticker sheet and put on your crush curry paper first, and then you cut it out, then that will stick to the window sheet. But I didn't. So yeah, I think I need to buy that sticker sheet so I can try next time, then I can tell you. Pen that is called Loose Shaker Element, and the number is 165268. Oh, by the way, 19, which will be, no, 18, which will be tomorrow, there's a sales for the stamp set. I think it's a stamp set only, but I'm not 100%, for 15% off. So but if you buy the bundle, I don't think that discount applies, but you can check it out. Okay, I want this side show, so I'm going to face down and just try really careful. Okay, so for me, I line with one side. I feel like, you know, if you one side they line up, the rest of them will line up correct. Okay. Da 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 da. So our shaker piece is done. See, I just like the way they go inside. Okay. So now we are doing the easy one. So I'm gonna to stamp the another leaf image here. I think this one I stamp on here, right? And maybe this time I should stamp here both. Okay, I'm just gonna to try again like that. Like that. Okay, so I can color them together, right? So now you can see one is the watercolor paper, one is just the regular paper, and I'm using the water pen. Okay, so start with the crushed curry. I'm just gonna to, I don't know, I feel like they absorbed pretty quick too, but you be the judge. So I start with the lighter color. So I start with the crushed curry. Okay. Then I am moving to the next color, will be pumpkin pie. They are the same color, so I just did not clean my brush. I just go with it. Then okay. So this is the fall leaf. So the color is, you can just go with any color you want. I feel like it's a little bit too dry. So you just push. So you kind of push and the water will come out. Okay. Ooh, a little bit too much, but okay. So the next color I'm moving to is old olive. Okay. Kind of filling all the color with old olive. And if you think you want darker color, you just go back more times. And I like about the watercoloring, it's just like you don't really need to follow the line, okay? Even though it's off a little bit, but it's okay. Very forgiving. I'm just using the green to go over at the end here. And here, I'm going to add more darker color. See, they kind of blend in. Okay. Like that. And the very last color I'm using is a pecan pie. Okay. I want to make sure the brush clean, and I'm going to use a lot of water because I want very light brown color for this section. I don't even know this is body or this is the head, but anyway. So tiny bitty, and on the top I want to be a little bit dark, so I just do more. Okay, see, this is darker, right? So even though it's the same color, but just because you add more water, it's become lighter and you feel like there's two shades. Okay, I'm going to add more darker color here. Like that, and just maybe add a little bit on the shadow. Okay, and so okay, so this here I'm doing the darker brown here, like that. Okay, it's just a little bit, probably cannot even see what they are, but anyway. Okay, so we are done with our coloring here. So I am going to glue this piece inside the car. Okay, like that. Okay, then we are gluing this piece outside, and because I know the crushed curry is 1/4 inch smaller with the early espresso, so you kind of know. I'm just putting the glue, make sure don't go over that line, and here I leave about 1/4 inch, like that. Okay, and then you push this in. Okay, put it down. Okay, so meanwhile I'm just gonna use the ink pad to make sure it stay there. So I know you have a lot of label available at home for the sentiment. You can just use whatever you have, but I want to show you what's currently available is this called what is this called? Textured notes die. And you can see this is a rectangle, but it's just not the regular rectangle. Every rectangular has different design. Like this one and the large one, they have this. They are the same design, and this one has a little bit curve, and this is just the dash. So for me, this is kind of basic die too, so I'm using this one. But I feel like you have a lot of other die at home. It's will be a good options to do that. Okay, so I'm just gonna to cut a sentiment out. Okay, I'm gonna to just trim this down so it's easier to manage the machine. Okay. So this is just have a very basic stitch. Okay. Then I'm using this word from the stamp set. It say autumn wishes. And you can do things grateful for you, just whichever sentiment you like. So I'm using the pumpkin pie. And this one is a little bit tricky because the sentiment is a little bit bigger than the tag, so you kind of need to aim it. Okay. So I did like wishes. It's on the border, and we have A cut off a little bit. Okay. So we are putting 2 of this. Pop that in the back. Okay. Oh, I forgot about this guy, huh? Okay. I'm putting this 2 in here. Then I'm just gonna to put in here. And I have some linen thread. I'm gonna to do probably 8-inch. And 2 of them. Okay. Then I'm just gonna to tie a bow. Like that. It's not even, so I'm just gonna to trim this. I feel like this side is a little bit longer. Okay, I feel like it's more even this way. Then I'm putting my glue dot on here. I know some of you like the one on the dispenser, the rolling kind better, and some of you like this. And I feel like there's a pros and cons on both of this. And because the rolling kind, people say they just cannot see the dot. And this one, you can see the dot, but the glue is very flat. So sometimes you feel like they cannot glue things that effective as the roll up kind. So you just be your own judge, okay? Like that's just totally personal preference. And I'm using this. This is called Flat Pearl. It's 2025, 2027 in color. And I am using this Teaming Tiger because I feel like they kind of go with, you can, if you want to use this Darling Ducking, it will work too because kind of yellowish, but I choose this one because I feel like it's pick up the orange, but also because the shine, so it won't get loose in this busy background. Okay, maybe here. Okay, I don't know. Okay, pick up some here. Okay, I should not try to do that. I will clean up later. I just put everything aside. So now is the time. Remember, we did not put glue here, so now we can open the card, right? So this is the time you decide you want them really straight like that. Then you need to put your thing stopper here, okay? If you want them leaning a little bit, you can do like here. So it just depends on how you want your card to be. So I'm just remove here like that. So I'm just gonna to put like that so my sentiment won't stick out like that. So now here we are. We have this card complete. So this will be an Easel shaker card, and the people can display this on their desk and to see your card all the time, or they can just do like that, and it's a fun shaker card. So this is the third card from this Amber Autumn series. See, I colored them different. I feel like this one I have a lighter, darker. Anyway, none of them will be the same, just for you to know. So this is the third card, and this is our second card, and this is our first card. So these are the three cards I create for this Amber Autumn set. And check out the sales tomorrow, and the 15% off. I think it's the stamps only, but you never know. Sometimes they probably will throw something out there on sale too, right? So, well, what do you think? Do you think fall is coming? I hope so. Today I think still like a 94, 95 outside. It's too hot. So I hope fall day come quick, and so we can enjoy the, like a not too cold, not too hot weather. Well, thank you so much for watching me tonight, and next week I will not be here, so I'm going to skip Facebook Live next Wednesday, but I will come back with the week after next and come back with more new Christmas, another fall cards. Okay, I haven't decided yet. Well, thank you so much, and I will see you later, and happy stamping. Bye.